After harvesting a bit last week, we've had a couple of days of very heavy rain and the broad beans are looking battered. So I've decided I'm going to start off this week by harvesting the rest of the broad beans. But because we've had a couple of days of heavy rains, I can see here my nemesis is whatever the plural nemesis is. Anyway, the slugs are out in force. So maybe before I start harvesting, I'll start doing something with the slugs.
Man, this is Slug.
Over the past couple of weeks, I've had loads of comments on the videos about what I should be doing with these slugs. I think most of you have seen me lobbing them over next door and thinking that's a bit of a waste because they're going to come back. But I'll show you what I do with the slugs. Oh, this one's attached firmly to a broad bean. So as well as sending some of them on holiday into the next door garden, the other thing I like to do is to bring them over here and put them in this bird feeder. This is like up in the air. I don't see how the slugs are going to get down from here. I don't think slugs do bungee jumping. And so I assume the reason the slugs disappear is because birds come and eat them. Black fly are absolutely everywhere this summer, and these are dandelions that are growing in our patio, which obviously I should pull up. But yeah, even got black fly on the weeds. I'm going to lift a few more of the onions because, well, they're pretty big, and I want to make space. I want to be able to plant some other stuff out here, and yeah, I'm too impatient. But let me show you something that's really exciting for us. Our first runner beans. These are really, really big. Unfortunately, the runner beans are all out of sync with each other. This plant develops really well early on, and then down the other end of the runner bean patch. Some haven't even really made it onto their poles yet. But that might mean we get a nice supply of runner beans throughout the summer. But yeah, these ones are ready for picking. This poor pumpkin plant that is planted in the lower raised bed has been absolutely savaged by slugs or snails. It's probably because I planted it a little bit too close to this peony, where I imagine is where they hide during the day. It's the middle of the day, it's bright sunshine, and this fella's out on my vegetable patch. Don't know where he came from. I don't know where he's going to go now because neighbours are moving in today. Kohl Rabi are looking a little bit straggly. No idea how they're meant to look, but they're getting large and they wilt whenever the sun comes out because they're in small pots. So I am going to be popping 7 of the Kohl Rabi into the ground. The other ones are a lot smaller because they're in smaller pots, so I'll move those up into the larger pots. I'm going to have to do something to protect these from the slugs. These are the ones that I really want to succeed. But maybe I'll do some beer traps. So a rather desperate attempt now to protect the Kohl Rabi. I am going to be setting up some beer traps. These pots sunk into the ground to sort of ground level. They're much deeper than I'd like, but it's what I had available. So I'm going to use them, and I'm going to pour some beer in there. And the slugs hopefully will all be attracted by the beer. Go and get a nice drink and then fall in, never to be seen again. To prevent it filling up with rain and watering down the beer, which we wouldn't want to do, we're just going to cover it up slightly. Slugs hopefully will still be able to smell the beer. And then I will have to get rid of the rest of this can somehow. Previous attempts to do this, we've used the sort of supermarket own brand cheapest of the cheap beer. Unfortunately, our Oxfordshire slugs are rather too discerning, and they didn't like it. And I didn't either, so that all went to waste. This won't. Well, the pumpkin in the bottom raised bed was absolutely savaged by slugs. The ones behind me in this top raised bed seem somehow miraculously to be surviving. I've just taken out a couple of lettuces. Let's move over here. Well, I'm going to have them for dinner tonight, and so I'm going to put the last of my pumpkins, which has been set in a slightly larger pot, into the ground here, and that will mean we should have 6 in this raised bed, and hopefully with 6 they'll be able to pollinate, that's the word, each other, and we should get some pumpkins. One last thing that I thought I should show you this week is that I should really give you an update on how the chillies are doing. The little baby chillies that we planted at the beginning of the spring are looking lovely. They are growing nicely, and we've even started to get the odd hint of a flower going on. There was one somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Just a little flower bud. So that's quite exciting. Their older siblings, however, have been doing amazingly. These we planted last year and they overwintered in the house, and we've started getting some flowers. We've got chillies starting to form. There must be 20 or so chillies on this plant, and yeah, look at the size of this one. Isn't that fantastic? And lastly, there's the super hot over here, our Trinidad scorpion. This is starting to flower. Quite a few flower buds on it. If any of these pollinate, I am going to suffer. Well, thanks for watching this week. If you want to see me suffer, if you want to see me eat one of these Trinidad scorpions, don't forget to like and subscribe so you get notified when the time comes.